Listen, I just went downstairs and I had a delivery. So I just thought, instead of recording it and then having to let you guys know what it's about, I will do the live. If you catch it, great. If you don't, it's okay. So I was perusing through one of the sites. I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook, but this company just showed up as doing delivery. You know, I ordered delivery from PriceMart and Do It Center, you know, like cleaning supplies. I refuse to carry something like that, right? Hola. And so my cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, paper towel, things, stuff like that, I like to order them and have them delivered, right? But for food, I'm a cook. I need to taste and prod and press and right. So I saw this place that had, you know, they refer me to the website. No, I can't even remember. Fruit something, Fruit Dolly. I'll write the name. Oh, they didn't even leave anything. But anyway, they were saying that they deliver fruit and veggies. And I said, well, you know, let me give them a try. And then I said, is there a cost for the delivery? They said, where do you live? So I told them where I live. They said, no delivery. Well, you know, that was like a hook right there. If you're not charging me for delivery, let me give it a try. So I look on the website. They had a section for fruit, section for vegetables. And I think they had that was a nice variety. You order today, your order is delivered next day. I ordered yesterday and today they delivered. So that was big plus. There, you know, there was no time, but they did deliver. So that's a good thing, right? So I'm getting ready to do my weekly videos. Hola, Deborah. I missed you doing exercise, but I know you go into PT. That's good. That's good. They delivered when they said they were going to be delivering. And you know, there was no time limit. So, and then for veggies, they had a lot of things, but something caught my eye. They had ahi chumbo, which is scotch bonnet peppers. Those are like hit or miss. I didn't see any okra. That's hit or miss too. So I said, oh, let me try the ahi chumbo. And I think it was going to be like $150 or $250. I have to find my order. What I ordered to see if that's, because a lot of things are by the pound. You know what I tell you, that everything is weighed here in Panama. Let's see. And I did not see a way to pay at the website. Well, maybe I missed it. So I kept sending the message and I'm like, I don't see how to pay. But again, you know, everything is in Spanish. Is it in Spanish? I think so. And she said, I said, I don't have Yapi. Yapi is the app for Banco General. Most people have Yapi in town because when you go to the fish market, you go to the vegetable market, and everybody that has like a little kiosk or a little hanger, they would have their Yapi account number so that you can pay them. I said, I don't have Yapi. She said, oh, you could do a bank transfer. And I'm like, yeah. So I was able to pay, you prepay, I was able to pay through Banco General, but from my account to any other bank in Panama, there is no fee. So if you pay somebody, I paid the handyman, I pay my driver for the retreat, I pay people like that. I say, give me your account number. The masseuse, we pay everybody through bank transfer, no problema. Okay, that's good. So I said, well, let me try certain things. I think my order came to like $22. There was no delivery fee. Where is it? Let's see what I ordered. If it's on here. Maybe. Quizás. Okay, I think it's on the other phone that I'm recording on. Okay, never mind. But if I remember, so I said, let me order the ahi chumbo. So this is what they sent. Ooh, they smell hot. Woo! So if you're looking for ahi chumbo, you order from them. Okay, your therapy is done. Okay, all right. So ahi chumbo. So I got him because I was out and I was like, ooh, because when I go to raid, if I find them, I get about this much for like 2 something. So this is a good buy. Okay, well, let me try that. And then we are outside of avocado season. I said, well, they're like 3 avocados for 5. And I said, well, let me see what they look like. Okay, they look a little small. You know, I like to touch. So, and definitely, it might be Panamanian because it's got that little skinny slant head. That's what tells you it's a Panamanian avocado. And I love Panamanian avocado. And they look a little small, but I'll let you know how they come out. 3 for 5. Outside of the season, this one feels a little softer. So 3, but they're small. But you know what? When it's avocado season here, if you get a nice size avocado, you're paying $2. So it's not bad. And sarir. Sarir is what we are going to make a drink out of it for Christmas here in Panama. This is, you know, I have hibiscus flower that I use for my tea, my regular tea, right? Hibiscus flower. Ooh, so good. So I let that steep in hot water, and then I put a cinnamon stick. But the saril is the fresh. They call it flor de Jamaica, but in Panama we call it saril. Let me show you what it looks like, because it is holiday season, okay? This is saril. And he said, we sell it by the pound. I can get this at San Felipe, and in San Felipe, they would have put some fresh ginger and some canela, which is cinnamon, because that's what you need to make the saril. But Michelle, who is Jamaican, made some saril for our party, and she said she used her mom's recipe that added allspice and some orange peel. I think that would kind of boost the flavor. But the saril looks like this. So when I'm ready to make that drink, I'm gonna break it and take that pit out. You take the pit out, okay? That's it. So this you throw away for each one of them. All right? And then you rinse it, you put it in a pot, put some water. I mean, you kind of have to gauge the water because you don't want it to be too light, or we don't want it to be too concentrated. And then you boil it with cinnamon stick, fresh cinnamon sticks, and fresh ginger. Oh, but when I make it this year, I'll show you how I make it. And I do have allspice. I'm going to put some allspice, and I am going to put some orange peel or lemon peel. All right. So this was, shoot, I wish I had my, let me see. I don't believe I have them on this WhatsApp here. Yeah, it's in the other phone. Yes. Yeah, I think everything is done through WhatsApp here. That's what I'm telling you. And this phone I'm talking you on, that's where the local WhatsApp information is. So, but this I could have had at San Felipe. I didn't have to buy it here. But you know, you're gonna get lazy. And I'm thinking, and I'm gonna send the information to the sisters in the chat. Because you know, when you are by yourself, if there are certain things you can order and have it delivered, especially if it's not bad, I would say go ahead and do it. But I am super happy with my Scotch bonnet. Whew, I feel naked when I don't have Scotch bonnet in the house. And you know my saga with sweet potato, that I have to get out of my house, get dressed, first of all, which is a big to-do sometimes. I gotta get dressed, go walk maybe a block, then cross the overpass and wait in the heat for the bus to go to Foodie. Or if I'm going like in the afternoon, it's not too bad. I can walk. I could walk because it kind of makes me feel like I'm doing my exercises. So I said, well, they have sweet potatoes. Let me try. I don't know what this is going to look like. And a pound was only 2 sweet potatoes. I just bought 3 sweet potatoes from Foodies and it was 2 something. So it's just a test, right? Because if they have the right sweet potato, like when I bake it and I cut into it and it's nice and yellow and buttery, I'm gonna order from them. So I don't have to keep saying, oh, maybe they have it, maybe they don't have it, and go to the regular stores and their sweet potatoes are different. When you cut into them, they're white, and we're like, what is this? Even though, as I said, I love boniato. Boniato is a different type of sweet potato I used to get in Orlando. That one is really, oh God, I can't even explain it. And usually I don't boil them. I usually put them in the microwave, and then you open it, and it's sweet, it's nice, and you put a little butter on it. Ooh, girl. And the other thing I said, let me try. Ooh, they look good. Are you ready? Bam, ba, bam, bam. Bam. I got some coconut. These are good. Look at that. They look good. I think they were like $1.50 each. Yes, I have 2 of them. 2 of them. And you know, when I open them, I'll show you how I open them. When I'm getting ready to open the coconut, I use my wine, what do you call these, wine opener? And then you find the little hole, these, and I squeeze it in, and invert it in a cup to get the water. So if I'm making a smoothie or I just want the coconut water, sometimes I just want the coconut water, I just put some ice cubes and oh, so nice and refreshing. So I got 2 coconut and they look good. Now, definitely I'm going to reorder these because who wants to carry that? Because remember, your sis carries her backpack. I don't need to carry these. That's what I'm looking for, convenience. And I ordered a pineapple. Not happy with this one because I would not have bought a pineapple that looked like that. The other day, I bought a nice looking pineapple for $2, which is an up from what I used to pay. And let me tell you, I noticed a change in the pineapple. The pineapples here used to be smaller, like when I plant them. I had like 10 pineapple plants in my backyard at home. Mine used to be smaller, but sweet. But these here lately in Panama have been bigger, but not as sweet. I don't know if it's a trend. I'm going to keep looking because, and I have to leave them on the counter for a lot of days for this to become really nice and golden. So when I cut into the pineapple, I love pineapple. But what I do also, and I think I told you before, I will take the peel. You know, when you're cutting a pineapple, right? You cut this part, and then you go down. All these, I rinse, put in a pot with some water, let them boil on the stove. And when they finish, I strain it into this. So this I can drink, or I can use it as a base for my smoothies. So the last thing that I bought was some eggs. Again, for convenience sake, if I'm going to the store and I'm carrying stuff, I don't like to carry eggs. What if somebody bumps into me and some of the eggs break, right? That means I'm gonna have a big mess. So they were having, and these are fresh farm eggs, okay? This is not from, hopefully, that's what they say. It's not from a factory. You know, we have free range chickens here. And I think 30 eggs was for $6.50. See, they look fresh. And none of them is broken. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 30 eggs for $6.50. Now, I eat eggs maybe once or twice a week, maybe. When I'm hungry and there's nothing in the house, I'll cut some tomatoes and I use the pan and I cook the eggs on one side and just put the tomatoes face down, sprinkle a little salt, pepper, and then I'm done. That's a meal for me. So this is gonna last me a while. For $6.50, I'm gonna be talking about budget in a video soon because people have been asking so much. I think I did talk about a little bit about it in a live, but when you're doing a haul like this and you're ordering, so you have to put it in your budget that it's, you know, I spend about $45 to $50 a week, plus maybe 15, 20 when I go and get fish, or if I'm going getting pineapple and papayas from Cinco de Mayo. So I budget about 20 for that, because 2 steaks for the fish usually runs me $9, $10, and that's more than enough. So this is gonna last me a long time. Like I said, pineapple, no. Coconut, this, I'll let you know if it's the right sweet potato. I don't know. But sweet potato is not something I eat a lot anyway, but it's a nice snack to have. Pop it in the microwave, put a little butter. I don't usually eat cinnamon or anything like that, but cinnamon is good for you, so go ahead and sprinkle it on. But this, I'm very happy with. So $6.50, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16. Okay. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? Did I miss anything? But I don't have my list in front. Oh, it's the avocado. Oh, definitely. The avocado for $5. So these are gonna go in my pretty basket. That's where I put my fruit and veggies. I was at the store yesterday. I didn't buy any pears. Usually I buy pears. And I'm gonna put that. Usually I leave those out. You don't put your fruits in the fridge. But I'll make some chicha de salir. Chicha in Panamanian Spanish is drink, right? When you go to a fonda or go to a pasteleria, which is the bakery, they'll say las chichas. And then for chichas, you're gonna see orange juice, pineapple juice, tamarind, they use a lot of tamarind juice, and sometimes they have passion fruit, and then they'll have shisheme. Shisheme is that corn porridge I told you. They like, you know what? When we were going on that, on our retreat, we made some stops, and they stopped at a place called Chela, Chela. I think it was in a place called Parita. I kind of like that shisheme, so I'm not closing my mind to the things that I try here. Now the pig feet, I'm still working on it. The sows, yeah. But the coconut look amazing. Yes. Oh my. So I had to carry that upstairs from the front. All right. Well, this is gonna save me from having to record anything and then find music and stuff like that. So I kind of like this little impromptu live just to show you. So right now, before the light goes out, I need to record my video for this week. It's gonna be on safety. All right. Another sister got pickpocketed last week, so we're gonna talk about that to keep yourself safe. It's the holiday season. Don't think that you're never gonna be victim of a crime here in Panama. I was. So what you can do to keep yourself safe. So we got our excelente, but that's gonna take a lot of room in my fridge. Yes. All right, you guys. pineapple water. Remember, try that. I don't know, it looks like pea, doesn't it? Didn't I hear somebody, when I was growing up, somebody said they make you drink pee? It was like some kind of tonic or something. Oh, yes, the wine opener, it works. But you know what? Why don't I just do one for you? It works so well. Let's see. I have one of these. The wine opener works. I don't know how I came up with it, but I'm like, oh, that works. And I'm putting my strainer on, so I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it twice. And then, ooh, I absolutely love coconut. Oh, and then you know what I do with it? Once I get the water, when I'm ready to eat the real coconut, I go to the patio and I just drop it on that tile, and then it cracks open. You know, I just take the broom and sweep whatever. Then I can eat the coconut pulp. So, hey, you can feel it when you pop it. Okay. I heard it go pop in there. It's not like let's do the other one too. It's not like a really wine. This one goes in. It's going down. Gotta be patient. Or you can just put it over and then drink it right from there, but you know, I don't like to do that. All that dirt's gonna be on your lips. And you get quite a lot from one coconut. I was surprised. Look at that. All right. I could feel a little bit in there. done. I mean, and you can feel when it's done, right? So I made a hole here. Where's the other one? And one here. So I could have made another one, but this one was big enough. All right, so here's your coconut water, huh? Just put some ice cubes and you're done. So you see, it's like a pint. Is it a pint or a quart? I think it's a quart. Just about a quart of fresh coconut water. So I'm gonna put the rest in the fridge. And if you wanted to make smoothies out of that, you can. But don't put sugar in it, right? Don't put sugar in it. Yeah. And my pea juice. And we're good. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I know, right? I don't know how I came up with that. I'm like, yeah, how do I open this? You know, you could try like if you have a sharp knife, but it's not gonna go through. I don't know what else. A pick. I haven't seen a pick here. You know, we used to pick ice. That would work. Or I don't know. I think that's too big. That I use for my food processor. Yeah, I think the wine opener works. All right, guys. I need to go get to my videos before the light goes out. All right, guys. I'll see you. Bye.